You good there, bud? You got it. And your camera does not like you today.
What do you mean? Every camera likes me. Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Marvin. No, that's a little bit too much. I'm what's up? What's up, everybody? I'm St. Patrick. That's me, St. Patrick. You could ask me any question about St. Patty's Day, and I would know it because I'm St. Patrick, and I'm the patron saint of today, of this day, of St. Patrick's Day.
Where are you originally from?
I was originally from Britain.
What town in
Yeah,
Britain?
thought I would know. Uh, Roman Britain. It didn't say a town. It just says Roman controlled Britain, I assume, at that point.
Oh, cool. When you landed in Ireland, where did you land?
I don't know, but I was a slave. Yeah, you didn't think I'd know that one.
I mean, of
Yeah.
course you would.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to learn about you. Like, where were you from when you went to Ireland? Like, what town were you in?
I think of myself as a patron saint to all of Ireland. So the town that I was in is irrelevant because, I'm from all of Ireland, I think that matters more.
Technically.
Yeah, exactly.
So what miracles did you perform that allowed you actually to be deemed a saint after you died?
Wait, what? You had to perform miracles?
Oh yeah, to be declared a saint, you have to have performed a miracle while you were alive, and then you became a saint after you died.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. It's coming back to me a little bit. It's been a long time since I died, obviously, and achieved sainthood. And one of the biggest things I did is drive snakes out of Ireland.
Oh boy, what kind of snakes?
All kinds of snakes. All of the snakes that were in Ireland, that's the kind of snakes that I drove out.
So like true physical snakes?
Yeah, like real snakes. Got them out of Ireland. Drove them out.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. That's what the legend says. So that's what I like to go off of because legends. There's always a fact in there. Somewhere.
That's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my religion teachers lied to me in college when we learned about you. We learned that the snakes was actually just a metaphor for the Protestants that you drove out and the barbarians that were in Ireland who were non-believers towards the Christian faith that you drove out.
Well, that's one very interesting interpretation of that, and I did in fact do that, but I think actual snakes too. To this day, can't find a single snake in Ireland because
absolutely not true.
my protective sainthood.
Totally false.
Ireland. No, it's you should go and you should check
I've been.
You'll never find a snake. You'll never
I
see
asked.
a snake. There are zoos. Much to my chagrin, zoos did bring snakes back in after all the hard work. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy time. I did reach people for the good old Christianity. That's what I did. That was my main thing. But then you Americans, you screwed it all up. Is what you did. You screwed my day up and made it all capitalistic and secular. But this is God's day by proxy, I guess. By proxy? Yeah, that works.
National Geographic won't let me read the article.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Snakes. So for a little thing here. So I'm on Britannica. I'm on the Britannica website. I'm getting all this information. and there's a hyperlink. It says drove these snakes out of Ireland, and the hyperlink takes you to snakes, like just the page for snakes, the reptile.
Well, apparently there have never been snakes in Ireland, and it
And that's
wasn't.
because of me. That's because of me.
There's no fossil records even going back up to the Ice Age. Seems
Yeah,
like they were killed off during the Ice Age, and that's why.
that's one interpretation of it. Another interpretation is that God doesn't care about time because he exists outside of time, and he removed the snakes after I did it in his name. The miracle spread throughout all of time. So that is factually what happened.
Does it also tell of how you raised dozens of people from the dead?
No.
That's apparently part of St. Patrick's lore as well.
Dang, that's wild. Yep, doesn't say that. Britannica, you need to brush up on your miracles, please.
This academic journal doesn't even know miracles. What a
Listen,
piece of crap.
I can't remember all of my miracles. It was a long time ago. That was approximate. Holy Lord, that was a long time ago. That was like
When miracles was still a thing. How long ago did you think that was?
Like 17 centuries ago. Yeah, that was 17 centuries ago. That was a long time. You expect me coming back from the dead for this podcast and this podcast only to remember all of that? No, I've been rotting in the ground for 17 centuries.
It changed your voice so that you no longer have a British accent.
Yeah, see, this new thing with God, I have a voice modulator, and it actually goes depending on what century I am called to. That's what the voice modulator does. It was an interesting thing. He insisted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it only sounds like you're speaking American English to me because of the voice modulator.
Exactly. And I look like this because I'm supposed to look like this for your special little podcast, you know.
I get you're a saint and everything, but when you say special little podcast like that, it kind of makes me feel like you're belittling what I do here.
Okay, well, I'm from 17 centuries ago, and I didn't have things like the internet and podcasts. So
no, I get that, and you can be as upset as you want, but sir, if you're gonna start like talking down to me and what I do, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Well, I was just, God's calling me back anyway. I got to go back up into heaven, and I'm sure Matt wants his body back. So I'm gonna peace. Enjoy my day. Wear plenty of green, which technically doesn't make any sense. And eat some shepherd's pie. Maybe some cabbage.
Green beef and cabbage.
Exactly. That's the thing. All right. Deuces. Man, that was weird. That was wild. You ever had a saint possess your body? No, I don't think you have.
Look, man, I don't know what's up with saints, but dude was kind of a jagoff. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah, never meet your heroes. I know.
You know, honestly, just
not even gonna celebrate the holiday anymore. So fun, interesting thing of the entire holiday that I took into my brain because he was possessing my body. Fun, interesting thing. This holiday was only adopted by the Irish historically to what did it say exactly? Although some of these practices eventually were adopted by the Irish themselves, they did so largely for the benefit of tourists. So this was mainly started. I'm sure in Ireland they did celebrate Saint Patrick because he is an actual historical person in their history.
right.
But when the people who came from Ireland settled in America.
When the immigrants emigrated.
That's why is it got to be so dang confusing? When the people went from one place to another, they excuse me, they held some of the celebrations and traditions that they did, and then they did other things as well as America, the United States, lovely good old America, capitalizing on things like they do with every other holiday. It's fun stuff. I do like St. Patrick's Day because I'm a little Irish.
Really? Red hair? You're only a little Irish?
Technically I'm half Irish, I think. I'm part Irish, mostly on my mother's side. My mother's grandmother's maiden name was McNew. Yeah.
I mean, my last name's O'Connor. You gotta assume I'm at least 95% Irish.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit in you, I'm sure. I don't like this background. I'm removing it. It's not even a background. It is a blur.
I'm gonna be honest. It's been hard to look at you because it hurts my eyes. Because it's blurry, and so then it makes my eyes go blurry.
Oh, fair.
And like does that thing where they're like, meh. Anyways, St. Patrick's Day is today.
Yeah, go celebrate with your favorite person or people.
Probably not. It's one of those ones that's like, yeah, it happened. But like the way that it's like usually celebrated is people going downtown and getting drunk, and
not fun.
I don't.
Yeah, when you don't drink, it's not fun when the entire holiday is based around predominantly drinking for most people.
Being sober on St. Patrick's Day is like being single on Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like a huge inconvenience in my life, but I do want to put. But I do hate it. I almost said a really concerning thing. And I didn't want people to worry about me.
That's okay, buddy. It's all right. Okay, moving on from that. What I did last year was make traditional Irish. Can you say I made shepherd's pie the traditional Irish way, and I made mac and cheese, but with Guinness. I made Guinness mac and cheese, and it was actually quite delicious. You cook out all the alcohol, so it's not like you're getting drunk on mac. But it was delicious, and so was the shepherd's pie. So 10 out of 10 would recommend to make it the traditional Irish way.
You use lamb?
No, because the people didn't want to eat lamb. So we used beef, unfortunately. We did want to use lamb. We actually we had ground lamb in our cart. And then my mom said, I don't think that the people would like it. I'm like, they wouldn't even be able to tell at all. So maybe this year, who knows? Probably not.
It's funny is I have a story about not being able to tell if you're eating ground lamb.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
It was probably St. Patrick's Day or Easter, like sometime around like the spring. And my mom had gotten some ground lamb to cook up for one of the meals. And I got home from school one day and I was like so hungry. It was like high school. So like, like grown boy.
Yeah.
I need to eat something. So I was like, oh, there's some ground meat in the fridge or in the freezer. Let me like cook that up real quick, make like a little like taco burger thing or whatever. Like I forget what I cooked with it, but like I was like, let me just cook up this ground meat. And I'm eating it and I'm like, this tastes a little off. Like,
yeah.
Like I thought like the beef would taste. There's like this beef tastes a little weird. And I was like, oh, you know what? It's probably like ground veal or something like that. And so like I just go about my day and everything. My mom comes home later and she's like, hey, did you eat the lamb that was in the fridge? I was like, no, I had veal. Like, we didn't have any veal. We had lamb. That was supposed to be for a holiday dinner. And I was like,
Oops.
you didn't label it.
First time I ever had lamb was in a Euro, I believe. I think my aunt got one at a mall food court once, and she's like, "Hey, you want to try lamb?" I was like, "Sure, I'll never turn down new food." And it was delicious. I loved it. I also tried liver once, not from a mall food court. Please never eat liver.
Don't eat liver from a mall food court.
A mall food court. My dad cooked it up, and that was actually pretty good too. I think they did like liver and onions or something like that.
What was the weirdest meat you ever had?
Probably liver. I haven't. I almost was convinced to get Rocky Mountain oysters, if you know what those are.
Ooh, we should do that.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Well, they're not human.
Yeah, but they're still testicles.
Okay.
I don't care what they're from. I'm not eating them.
Okay, you eat pork shoulder, but it's not like you're running around munching butt.
Technically, I think the bacon is from the butt.
No, bacon's the belly.
No, pork belly is the belly. Bacon is from the butt.
Bacon is just shredded pork belly.
I gotta figure this out. Where is bacon on the pig?
Bacon meat.
No, I don't want it.
Bacon, cured meat from the sides and belly of a pig, having distinct strips of fat and typically served in thin slices.
Okay, well, there is a thing called rump roast, and that's from the butt of a cow. So I eat butt, Connor.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Animal butts.
If you can eat an animal butt, then you can eat animal balls.
I'm not eating the colon. I'm eating the cheeks, essentially. The butt cheeks. I'm not eating like intestines, like where the gross stuff is. Testicles have the gross stuff in them. I'm not eating those.
They don't have the gross stuff anymore when they're cooked up. In Cambodia, when I got a pork bowl for breakfast one morning, yes, I had a pork noodle bowl for breakfast. That's very common there. It was like different cuts of actual like the meat. And so like there was slices of heart, pig intestine, things like that, because they don't waste food. You and your white nationalistic society ideals are just wasting all that good pig anus and not letting the flavor really simmer.
I'm sorry that even if it is properly cleaned, I'm sorry that I don't want to eat where fecal matter was. Like, why is that something that I'm in the wrong for? Is not eating where poop comes out of, or sperm, or like, why am I in the wrong for not wanting to eat gross things?
Well, Matt, have you ever eaten with your hands?
I have eaten with my hands, yes.
You ever touch a remote?
Yep, I've touched a remote.
Your house remote has 20 times more fecal matter particles on it than your toilet seat does.
Do you know what I do all the time? Wash my hands. Probably at least 15 times a day.
Oh, I don't care if it's been washed. It still touched fecal matter.
There's a difference between having temporary fecal matter and having a system that persistently has fecal matter in it.
If at one point it didn't have fecal matter, which it did until it takes its first poop, and then afterwards you clean it so that there's no longer fecal matter on it, that is temporary fecal matter.
There is cells. If you know how cells work, even in solids, cells are not touching. There is space between them. So those cells from the fecal matter being
are you trying to say molecules, not cells?
it doesn't. Sure, molecules. I apologize. Molecules never touching. There's space, and they sometimes take on with prolonged contact. They will take on the molecules from another thing. Guess what probably happens in the intestines? They seep into the intestines. The fecal matter probably has a little bit. It's probably in there. No, thank you. I've eaten bugs. I've eaten some weird parts of animals like hearts and livers. Um, but fecal matter is probably most likely entirely where I draw the line.
Not eating the fecal matter.
I'm eating. Okay, we're never going to agree on this, so we need to move on.
That's a clever idea, Matt.
Thank you. At least I'll be a little clever this episode.
Speaking of clever, the fecal matter doesn't actually touch the intestine after it's dead, but you would know if you were clever.
What does that even? What do you mean the fecal matter doesn't touch it after it's dead? It's touched it its whole life.
What are you confused? Well, get ready to be more confused. This week's quiz is called "Which many calories is more most?"
Oh,
Matt, which many calories is more most?
If that was grammatically even remotely understandable, I would be able to tell you.
On a per serving scale, which of these items has more calories?
That's a better title. I think we should go back and redo that again.
What are you talking about? What all I said was which many calories is more most.
Okay.
And you understand the quiz?
I understand the quiz.
Okay. For those of you out there that don't understand the quiz, I'm going to give Matt two things. They both have a caloric intake to them. Matt has to tell me which one has the higher caloric intake. If Matt gets it right, he gets the point. If he doesn't, he gets a tally in the lost column. Whichever column has the most tallies at the end of the episode wins. Did you get a new whiteboard for this, or is that still your calendar?
Still the calendar.
Okay.
Sorry. I was at Walmart literally an hour ago. I probably could have. I forgot.
We got to get you one.
Yes, we do.
No real reason. It's cooler. It's better.
It's way better. I'm ready to write my answers. I mean, probably draw pictures again because that was too much fun last time.
Calorie matchup number 1. A Big Mac or a Whopper?
Whopper, Junior. Let's see. Big Mac or a Whopper. All right. Big Mac has 2 patties. It has 3 pieces of bun. It has lettuce, the Big Mac sauceroni, and cheese. And onions. I don't know if those will add too much calories to it, but all right. A Whopper just has 2 buns, albeit slightly wider, like bigger buns. Their circumference is more. The patty, the like mayonnaise sauce thing that they use, plus a tomato and lettuce and onions and cheese. I think that's it.
A Whopper doesn't originally come with cheese, just to keep for your account. And a Big Mac only has 1 slice of cheese.
Yes. Yeah. Oh boy. I think that I'm gonna go with a sandwich that is near and dear to my heart. You'll never guess which sandwich I'm talking about. Until I show you the lovely.
I can see you verbally stalling for what you're drawing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I made it. Oops. I made it a little lopsided. Here we go. That's better.
Just like my eyes. You haven't written the word yet?
No, I just wrote it. My answer is Big Mac. The Big Mac. That's my
Final answer.
You don't even want my reasoning? Ouch. Yeah, that's my final answer.
Matt, the Big Mac has 563 calories per sandwich.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah, it's quite a bit, but there's probably more on the Whopper.
They don't call it a Whopper for nothing because it has 677 calories.
Is it so each of the patties on a Big Mac, just the two patties, is just they're small patties. So it's not even like a quarter pound. It's like a 4-ounce patty. I don't know what they're.
I think they're 2/3 pound patties.
Okay. So the burger being already bigger definitely hits that quite a bit. I just thought that the Thousand Island dressing, or not the Big Mac sauce, would be a bit more, but that's fair. Okay. Well,
Just a fun bonus fact for you here. The Big Mac was invented in Pittsburgh.
and my general manager when I worked at McDonald's, his like granddad actually is the one who made it. So
If you go to, I think it's Greensburg, there's a McDonald's that like still has like the original design to it, and inside has the Big Mac Museum because that's the one where they invented it.
nice. That's pretty cool. Cool stuff.
Alrighty. Question number 2. What has more calories, a Coke or a Pepsi?
Ooh.
And these are the 20-ounce bottles.
This is sealing the deal for which one is better, Coke or Pepsi.
You're not gonna talk about your decision at all.
No, I have no basis. I have no like they're essentially, and I know that this is not correct. They're essentially the same drink. Obviously there's differences. I know there's differences. They taste different. But they're more or less the same drink. I don't have any basis over why one would have more calories than the other. But I'm gonna go with this one.
Pepis. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Have we seen the calories on McDonald's Coke? Is it different than regular Coke?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. But a 20-ounce Coke bottle has 240 calories in it, while a 20-ounce Pepsi bottle has 250.
All right, then let's solve this once and for all. Excuse me. Sorry. McDonald's Coke calorie. 150 calories for McDonald's Coke. A small.
For what size? For a small.
We need.
How many ounces is that?
So are we looking for medium, maybe?
So
medium. I don't know how many ounces a medium is, but I assume that would be closer to, or even a large would be 290 calories for a large.
A medium is 210, which I guess is closer, but it doesn't give us how many ounces that is.
Yeah, nutrition summary. How many ounces? Come on. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? Boo. All right. You gotta stop. How many ounces is McDonald's medium soft drink? 21 ounces for medium.
Okay,
So really,
it's
is that
less. Because
it's less?
if it's 210 at 21 ounces compared to 240 at 20 ounces.
Oh dang! So it's actually less. That's how does that make any sense?
McDonald's Coke is actually healthier for you.
Don't tell me that. That's dangerous.
Eh, I still won't drink it. Anyways, matchup number 3. Sargento's Colby Jack cheese stick or Sargento's string cheese.
Oh no. Okay, Colby
These,
Jack.
these
Go
are
ahead.
both at 28 ounces per
Okay.
serving.
Colby Jack is that a mixture of cheeses? Like, is that cheddar and is that the one that's like yellow and orange and white?
It's Colby and Jack cheese, yeah.
Oh, it's Colby and Jack. That makes sense.
The
Okay.
Jack cheese is the white cheese, which is like pepper Jack is the spicy white Jack.
Okay. So there's two different cheeses in there, which is kind of making me think. But the string cheese, that's just mozzarella, isn't it?
I think so.
Pretty sure it is. It's just mozzarella cheese. Is mozzarella less calories than Colby and Jack when you mash them together? It depends on the amount. And there's obviously the same amount in both of them. So is Colby and Jack, do they have more calories? Is the question. I am going to shoot. How do you? Okay, here we go.
Are you trying to figure out how to draw Colby Jack cheese right now?
Well, I was, yeah.
So do you just
But
want to say Colby Jack final answer instead of doing this?
no, because I drew that new Pokemon.
Golden Go?
That's the one. Isn't that a perfect rendition? That looks just like him.
It looks like the cinnamon stick from the Applejack commercials got too high.
You know, my MCD, but yeah, that's my final answer. Is string cheese.
Oh, the string cheese?
Yeah. If that wasn't a parrot,
It wasn't.
it was a child.
That's incorrect, Matt.
Dang it!
The reason this one was difficult because there are 2 different ounces per stick. So the Colby Jack is actually 21 ounces per stick, and the string cheese is 28 ounces per stick. So I just put it up to the 28 ounces. And what you would have found is that there are 90 calories per 28 ounces of string cheese. But for 28 ounces of Colby Jack cheese, you have 106 calories.
Dang. I really thought that I would that I was going against what I initially thought, because I was like, 2 cheeses, maybe they have, extra calories, depending on the type of cheese. But man, should have stuck with that. Too bad. At least I got to draw that cool new Pokemon.
I agree. What's fun to look at is the actual possibility that there's a reason why there's such specific ounces, because the 21 ounces of Colby Jack cheese put it at 80 ounces or 80 calories per 21 ounces. And so I think they're trying to make it so that it's under 100 ounces. So you feel like you're not eating as many calories and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I just said 100 ounces there. And
Yeah, very.
I hate when I hear myself misspeak in the edit.
What you're saying is it's similar to like them putting $9.99 instead of $10 because you feel like you're spending less.
Right.
Yeah, you feel like you're eating less in this case because it's not 100.
Right.
I see what you're saying. I see you.
All
That's
right.
what happens after like 80 episodes. You're on the same wavelength, except when I interrupt.
It's only when doing the podcast that I've gotten us on the same wavelength. All right. Number 4. The Popeyes chicken sandwich or the KFC chicken sandwich?
Oh, this is easy. And I mean absolutely the easiest thing that I've ever done. Except I don't know. sorry. I'm just laughing at a joke I heard earlier.
Uh-huh. Was the joke the easiest thing I've actually done is your mom?
Yes. What kind of facial hair? Oh, never mind. I don't want to give it away. This is a
So
mistake.
are you trying to draw Popeye or Colonel Sanders right now? Because only one of the two has facial hair.
Oh man, it would have been so much better if I drew Popeye. There we go.
He has a mustache and a goatee that don't connect.
They don't connect. Oh shoot.
I don't think.
It's okay. I don't care. That's Colonel Sanders.
That's an absolute travesty right there.
Listen,
his family's gonna sue us because of that.
Okay, hold on. By the end of the episode, I will have a perfect Colonel Sanders just for you.
No, because now you're not gonna focus on the episode.
What are you talking about? I have complete and total focus. Wow, that man is. That's a dude right there.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
It's incorrect.
What?
Popeyes has 700 calories per sandwich, while the KFC has 650 per sandwich.
That's just rude. That's just rude. Like, why? Where did they get off making a sandwich with that many calories?
It's relatively low for the rest of this.
Okay.
For sandwiches nowadays, it's relatively low.
That's a little disappointing. Come on, America.
Alrighty. Matchup number 5.
Okay.
The party size bag of nacho cheese Doritos.
Yep.
Or the party size bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Ooh, man, that's a toughie. Because when you think about it, cheese, ranch, which has more calories? I'm gonna go with ranch. Cool Ranch, baby. That's my final answer.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you don't want to stop drawing and just think about it a little bit harder?
I did. Cheese, ranch. Ranch has way more calories than cheese. Come on, dude. Don't you know?
Okay. I tried. I need you to listen to the words that I'm about to say.
Okay.
And realize that you did this to yourself.
I always do it to myself.
Party size bag of nacho cheese Doritos has 4,200 calories per bag.
Jeez Louise.
Party size bag of Cool Ranch Doritos has 4,200 calories per bag.
Holy bazongas. That is an amount of calories that I don't want to eat. Why is that a thing?
I'm not sure, but they have the same number of calories, Matt.
The same? What? Okay. First of all, what's with these trick questions? Again, I thought we established that trick questions are a sham.
Technically, there's no trick question in this one.
I mean, if they have the same amount, your question of does it have more? We've gone
I said which one has the most.
right.
You could have said that they are equal.
Yeah, but that's not really an answer because which one has the most implies that one of them has more than the other.
Well, it does also just say that they could all be greater than, less than, or equal to.
We can agree to disagree.
You get the point, though, because they technically have the same. So no matter what you said here, you were correct.
Exactly.
Don't say exactly like you've outsmarted me.
I've outsmarted the game master.
I gave you the opportunity to think deeper on this question, and if you weren't so busy trying to draw Colonel Sanders right now, maybe you would have thought about how the same chip with the same size technically would have had the same amount of calories.
Well, whose fault is it that I'm drawing right now instead of focusing on the podcast? Not
yours.
mine, no.
You set a challenge to yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No other person on this planet has said to you, Matt, I don't believe you can draw Colonel Sanders.
You were very upset, and you said that the family would be so upset at my rendition of Colonel Sanders that we would get sued. I didn't want to get sued. Do you?
I'm not upset. I don't know
yeah.
why you're saying I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad.
The family will be upset, is what you said.
As they should. That is a travesty of what you drew.
Not anymore. Not anymore. It's a perfect rendition.
Uh-huh.
Well, you should see this and compare it to the whatchamacallit, the logo. You should compare it to the logo. Because you're gonna be baffled at is this just the logo? Is this just the logo for KFC? Or is this in fact not the logo? It is a drawing by Matt.
I am going to try my best to grab screen grabs of both of these pictures so that I can do a you versus the guy who tells you not to worry about meme.
Yeah, I like it. All right.
All right, matchup number 6.
Yep.
Chicken McNuggets or Wendy's chicken nuggets?
Oh boy. Ew. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough, Rooney. I'd like to phone a friend.
No.
All right. Well, can't say I didn't try. Then
do you want to call an actual friend, or are you going to call me again like you did the last time you tried to phone a friend?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never tried to call you. That would be absurd.
I saved the voicemail.
Dang it. Okay. Then
if you want to actually call a friend, I'll let you do it.
Are they able to look up the answer and tell me?
No, they have to know off the top of their head.
Okay, well then I don't know anybody that's that smart. So, I'm gonna go with the McDonald's nuggets have more.
Final answer?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
You know why that sounds about right?
Because it is?
Because it is.
Woo! Yeah! I'm a
Chicken
genius.
McNuggets have 193 calories with a 4-piece meal.
Nice.
Wendy's, however, has only 174 4-piece.
Wow.
Now, I should note that Wendy's does usually sell their nuggets in a 5-piece meal.
Yeah.
But I put it on a level playing field for something like this, whereas like a Big Mac and Whopper, there wasn't like a 1-to-1 comparison.
Right.
As that was as easy to obtain.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Cool beans. At least I got the point. That's all that matters.
Alrighty. Matchup number 7. Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew Baja Blast?
Ooh, that's a good question. Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. I'm gonna go with, and this is purely factual. The person who invented Dr. Pepper himself, is a doctor. So clearly, so he would probably put some healthy things into that drink. So Dr. Pepper has less calories. The more calories is Mountain Dew. Baja Blast. That one.
Final answer.
Final answer, baby.
You almost got the reaction of "you are correct"
Oh, no.
if the answer was which had the least calories, but then you switched it so that you actually said the one with the most, and you actually got your correct answer.
Wait, really?
Mountain Dew
Sick.
Baja Blast has 170 calories for a 12-ounce serving, while
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper has 140 or 150 calories for a 12-ounce serving.
Nice. All right.
There. Yeah.
I love that I got that right.
There you go. Alrighty, you ready for number 8?
Number 8. Hit me with your best shot.
My number 8 is my favorite pizza order, which is a medium pan pizza with tomato sauce, cheese, and black olives and mushrooms.
That's
But
a lot.
is that order more calorically dense at Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Oh, Pizza Hut.
This is a
I
per slice.
right. I only say that because I hate Pizza Hut and I feel like they can suck it. So Pizza Hut.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Just as Yoda feared, you are blinded by anger,
Take it.
and your path for revenge has led you into darkness. As Pizza Hut actually has 100 or sorry, only 50 calories less per slice than Domino's.
Ugh. Pizza Hut. I hate you, but it's fair, I guess. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Very true. You ready for number 9?
I'm ready for number 9 and I'm done drawing, so I will be focused. Maybe.
Number 9, which has more calories? My favorite flavor of Ben and Jerry's, half baked, or your favorite flavor of Ben and Jerry's, coffee, coffee, buzz, buzz, buzz.
Okay. First, what is in half baked?
Half baked is
Corey, every time we recorded TGB One Shots.
correct. You could have just said like our cast every time we recorded TGB One Shot.
But it's more fun to call somebody out. But that's
Um,
true.
It is chocolate and vanilla ice cream mixed with gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge brownie.
That sounds pretty good. And mine is coffee and more coffee and some chocolate, I think. Um, based on the ingredients, which I know don't make up a ton of the calories, it's probably the ice cream that makes up the most calories. However, based on the ingredients is what I'm going off of. And I don't think I'm going to go with your ice cream, the half baked, which has, I can't remember, you said chocolate chip cookie dough and like brownie batter or something in it.
Yes.
That's the one. That's it. That's it. I won. I win. I'm a winner. That's the answer.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Heck yeah, it is.
Half baked has 370 calories per 2/3 cup, while coffee buzz 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 only has 350.
I'm a genius. Thank you very much. And I'm eating less calories than you. So
It's delicious. Um, there's
I'm
also
sure
another one.
it's
There's
amazing.
also another flavor called fish food, which I wanted to get there, but I couldn't. That has little chocolate fishes with caramel in them, but I couldn't get the information to load on the Ben and Jerry's website, and so I couldn't use it. But anyways,
Do you want to see before we begin?
oh my goodness.
It's not perfect. His face is a lot longer in this than it is. It's more wide usually, but I still think it's a way better rendition than the one I did earlier in the episode. So
My biggest question is what happened with the C?
I ran out of room, so I just kind of wrote a little C there.
All right, are you ready for number 10?
I'm ready for number 10. Let's finish this quiz.
Which has more calories? The 10-inch Oreo Dream Extreme cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory,
Okay.
or the 10-inch Oreo Blizzard cake from Dairy Queen?
The one from Dairy Queen. That is an ice cream cake, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
It's got ice cream. It's got that fudge crumble in the middle. Oh, that's the best part of ice cream cakes from Dairy Queen. The only good part, honestly. The ice cream is just vanilla ice cream, so it's quite boring. And then it has that weird, like whipped, like decorative frosting. Ugh, gag me with a spoon, please. But
Sorry, Matt's a mean girl from the 90s now, apparently.
go
I
away.
was like, Matt, are we still friends? And he went, as if.
As if.
Yes.
That's so then the cheesecake is made from cheesecake. What cheesecake?
Everyone knows the main ingredient in cheesecake is cheesecake.
I'm gonna go with cheesecake. It's got the cheesecake filling, which is the cheesecake. It's got the graham cracker crust. I think usually it does. It has the graham cracker crust, which is held together by butter, just inherently more calories from butter. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just BSing here. So I'm gonna go with the cheesecake because that sounds really good right now, actually.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok that'll like crush up some pasta in a pestle and mortar until it's like super fine, and then mix it with some eggs and make a dough, and then flatten out that dough and cut it and make pasta with it?
I have actually seen that. Yeah.
It's infuriating. And I just was thinking about that since you said cheesecake is the main ingredient in cheesecake.
Well, don't you know that all cheesecake is just made from other cheesecakes?
It's like the mother cake, like a mother dough for yeast.
Yes, exactly.
All right, you said the cheesecake. Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
The Blizzard cake has 12,960 calories per cake.
What?
And this serves like around 12 people, right?
12,000 calories? Hot diggity dang. All right, hit me with the other one.
Serving the same amount of people, the same size cake, but as a cheesecake, has 19,440.
Imagine eating that entire cheesecake yourself.
Hey, Matt, I would.
That's like your entire calorie intake for what is that, like 19 days? You're supposed to get like 1,000 to 2,000, right? A day. That's like it's like 19 days worth of food intake calories. You are literally sitting your butt on my taxes. Can you please go away? Go out. Get.
Do you know how worth it would be to eat
Go.
this whole thing, though?
So worth it. 100% worth it. I would die eating that cheesecake.
So, this was the thing I told you when I was making this quiz. I had to call somewhere. Um, the Cheesecake Factory does not like to be open with their nutritional facts as much as I wanted them to be,
Ugh.
and so I called my local Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. That's like a restaurant not putting prices on their online menu so you can't see how expensive it is until you get there, and then you're obligated to just stay there even
Right.
though it's way too expensive.
Um,
Ugh.
but there you go, Matt. You have decidedly won this quiz with a 6-4 win
Yeah.
there. But as always, the bonus question for you.
I do love
Um,
it.
for my dinner tonight, I went to Dairy Queen. I had their double bacon cheeseburger. It
Oh,
has I think 4 slices of cheese, bacon, and 2 patties that are a third pound each.
okay.
I had a large order of fries and a large order of cheese curds. How many calories to the closest 100 do you think this was?
Okay. So we're going burgers. Can I ask you for a small favor? And you can decline if you would like. Can I ask how many calories other food items in this quiz had in order to compare what I think the calories would be in this food?
Sure.
How many how many calories did a Whopper have?
The Whopper had 667 per sandwich.
Okay, that's about what I was thinking. I was gonna go with like just a 500 to kind of round it out. But I think I like 600. So I'm gonna just like maybe a little bit above what I thought. You said a large fry,
Mm-hmm.
cheese curds. Did you get a drink?
I did, but I couldn't find the exact drink and
Uh,
everything. So I didn't account for that in the total here.
yeah, large fry. How many calories do I think a large fry would be? Um, I don't think there's anything. We didn't do fries on this quiz, so there's nothing really to compare it to. Um, let's just go with I doubt it's as much as the burger. And if I'm going 600 for the burger, then I could maybe go. Let's go like 400. No, let's go like 300 for the fries. Okay, so that is right now I'm sitting at 900 ish. And then for the cheese curds, I could probably go another 3 safely. How much were the like did you say a large order of cheese curds? Like what was
Yes.
this? Okay, so it's probably pretty hefty amount of cheese curds. But is it as many as the fries? And it's cheese. Does cheese have more than potatoes? Okay, I'm gonna switch it a little bit. I just need the total amount, so I don't know what I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with 12, 11, 1,250 calories. I don't think that's right at all, but I'm going with it.
Final answer.
Final answer. This is like the Price is Right. I don't know if I like it.
Matt, the cheese curds alone were 1,000 calories.
No, they were not. Hot
The,
diggity dog.
the large fries were 400 calories.
Okay, so 300 was a little off, but okay.
And my double bacon cheeseburger was 770 calories,
Another
giving me a
100 off.
total of 2,170 calories.
Oh my goodness, I was so off. I was off by 1,000 at least. That's
Now,
crazy.
I've eaten cheese curds before. This
Yeah.
wasn't something where I ate them and I was like, wow, these feel healthy. Like I feel better now.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
but
fried cheese.
when I clicked on it and I saw 4 number sections,
Yeah.
like 4 integers, I was like, oh.
That's an insane amount of calories for freaking cheese.
Yeah, but it's worth it though. These things were delicious.
Oh, cheese curds are all
Anyways,
worth it.
that's the end of that quiz. That is another win for you, Matt, even though you didn't get that bonus question, but still got that entire quiz, which puts you up to a total of 2 wins for this cycle.
Yeah. Do you have a name? Did you think that I would win this week? So did we come up with a name?
Nope, I didn't.
You said yeah, Matt, at one point, literally like 2 seconds ago. And for some reason, Paul Giamatti popped in my head. So I think we should do Paul Clevermati
Paul Clever Marty.
for no reason, but because I wanted it.
Alrighty. Well, that is it for this week's Clever Boy quiz. Thanks for hanging with us through that. It's a lot of fun to do these quizzes, and I hope you all have a lot of fun as we do them. But if you're looking for another way to have fun in your life, well, do we have something for you? We would like you to go unlock the thrill of adventure with this podcast's partner, sponsor, whatever word you want to use, Puzzle Room Pittsburgh, and to use our exclusive promo code Garlic Boy at checkout. See, you going there, you will immerse yourself in one of 3 exhilarating escape experiences, which includes the study, seeking Sasquatch, or escape the undead. So go ahead and use the code Garlic Boy for $5 off per person on your ticket to mystery, excitement, and endless fun. All you have to do is visit the website at puzzleroompgh.com, enter the code Garlic Boy at checkout in the promo field so you don't miss out on the ultimate escape. So go ahead and book now. Matt, do you have a topic for this week?
Kind of. Hold on. Gotta pull it up. Have we talked about the TV channel that I think would be a genius TV channel?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, all right. It's on my list, and I just don't know if I've updated my list in a while, and I forgot to think of a thing, and this is on my list, so might as well talk about it. Good Lord, I'm being overrun. So I think I was watching a TV channel the other day at work because what else am I supposed to do at work? Work? No. So I was watching a TV channel and they had movies, just back-to-back movies. It was glorious. I loved it. It was quite enjoyable to just sit there and watch movies. I don't remember what channel it was. Don't ask. But I thought of a really, really cool idea for a TV channel, and you being a movie buff, I feel like you would appreciate this. Okay, so it goes like this: you play a movie, any movie. It could be literally any movie from any genre. This channel is not bound by genres. Okay, any movie ever in existence. Could be the worst movie, could be the best movie. You put it on. In the next movie block, okay, the next movie block takes an actor, a supporting actor from that first movie, and puts it where they are the main actor. Okay, so for example, let's go Lord of the Rings, okay? I don't know if Lord of the Rings is a good example. Let's go Spider-Man No Way Home, okay? No. Let me rephrase that. Let's go The Great Gatsby. Okay, The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio and not Andrew Garfield. Good Lord, Tobey Maguire. Okay, Tobey Maguire was a supporting character in The Great Gatsby. No, I guess he was probably like the main character. I'm doing terrible at this. You need to help me out here. Okay, Hacksaw Ridge, in which Andrew Garfield is the main character of Hacksaw Ridge. Okay, like undeniably the main character of this movie. The next movie would be a movie in which one of the supporting actors in Hacksaw Ridge, not Andrew Garfield, one of the supporting actors would be the main actor, like the main character of the next movie. I can't think of
So,
the supporting actor.
Hacksaw Ridge, supporting actor, you have Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Vince Vaughn's next movie is The Internship with him and Owen Wilson. One of the supporting characters in that is Josh Gad.
There you go.
You take the Josh Gad movie, so The Ringer. It's Kevin Hart is his co-star. You take Kevin Hart, you go to Jumanji.
There you go. I don't know if he'd be a lead in Jumanji, but he would be a lead in that movie where he's on like a date, like a honeymoon or something, a getaway with his wife, and he ends up being confidential. What's this?
Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence, because he would be a main character in that one. Yeah,
well, he's like second build, I think, in Jumanji.
Yeah, second build, but well, I guess, but they're all four like the main characters. You know what I mean? Like,
then we could also do Night School.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, the one with Kevin Hart. This is the one I was thinking of. The one with Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. Where shoot, what is it called? Where Kevin Hart
I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about.
It's so funny. It is so good.
I think it's Confidential.
Is it? No, because he goes after the name of Woody Harrelson's character. Woody Harrelson. The Man from Toronto is what it is called. The Man from Toronto is the movie I was thinking of. Anyway, but this movie channel would go, it would exceed the genre binds that tend to constrict many movie channels. You could go on there and it would be like if you click shuffle on HBO Max or on a streaming website. I don't know why I said HBO Max, but a streaming site. It would just give you movie after movie of random picks, but it would be based on supporting actor in the movie. And I think it's genius. Please don't steal my idea. This is definitely not patent pending. It is. It's not really a patent. You can't patent that. Copyright? Can I claim copyright? I probably have to do the paperwork to do that. It's my idea. I made it first, so screw you. What do you think, though? What do you think? Would that be a good movie channel? I think so.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, it would allow people to understand what it's like to watch a movie with me.
Yeah, because you see a supporting actor in the movie and you're like, man, I really would like a movie where they are the main character. And then voila, the next movie.
It's not even like I would like to watch a movie with them as the main character. It's like, oh, they were in this movie. And then like they were starring alongside these people.
Yeah.
Who's that? Well, this person was in this movie. That's literally how I talk. Every time we watch a movie.
When I watch Star Wars, every time without fail, the new Star Wars trilogy, I undeniably want to watch Pacific Rim for no reason. For the reason of
John Boyega as being the second one.
Thank you. That's the one.
Have you watched Attack the Block yet?
I have not.
A like apartment complex in London gets invaded by aliens. It's a young John Boyega. Good movie.
Nice. That I will have to. Okay, are you gonna clean yourself the entire episode right on camera? Excuse me. That is just 1 second while I remove. Go clean yourself out there. I don't want you doing that on camera. People are weirdos and they will get the wrong idea. All right? Sorry.
Oh man, I was almost there.
How much sleep did you get last night, my guy?
None.
Yeah, I could tell.
I do have a quick topic just at the end here.
Yes.
So there's a women hockey league now,
Is there really?
like a women's national hockey league, which I think is pretty sick.
That's pretty cool.
It's like I don't believe it's called the WNHL,
Mhm.
but like it's all female teams and everything. And there was one problem that seemed to come up that really hadn't considered before.
Mhm.
And that with them having longer hairstyles, their names are covered up by their hair most of the time.
Right.
And so this one it was Molson, one of the sponsors, it's the PWHL, Professional Women's Hockey League.
Okay.
One of the sponsors decided for the hockey jerseys, there's usually your name up top, the team number, and then there's a sponsor at the bottom. They decided to swap their sponsor spot with the player's name spot. And so if you look here, up here is where the name would usually go. But they've now moved the names to the bottom of the women's team's jerseys so that you can actually see the player's name.
Nice.
And I think that's such it's a cool thing that you don't think about. Like I like when people think about solutions to problems that other people don't typically think about.
Yeah.
Because like when you move over from a male sport to a female sport, and you don't think about how like, oh, well, their names are going to get covered up because they have to have their hair back.
Yeah.
And like instead of having them get a haircut or people just not knowing their names, just move it down to the bottom, sacrifice your name, and then you get people like us talking about you and like more word of mouth for your company through that ingenious idea. And it's just cool to see like that thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
So I guess it's more of a shout out than a topic this week, but like, hey, also, if you want to see some women, I'm assuming absolutely destroy each other on ice skates.
If you want to be terrified, but also really, really enjoy it, watch women's hockey.
If women's hockey is any as violent as men's hockey, it has to be so entertaining.
The only thing I can think of when I think of women in hockey, shoot, what was that movie? Was it like a TV show or a movie or something? I don't remember. I think it was like a kids.
Are you
show.
talking about the Mighty Ducks TV show where they were all ducks?
No.
And there was the one like they were all hot, like jacked male ducks, and then there's the one female duck that has like the super tapered waist for no reason.
No, it wasn't that, but it was something, and they had like covered some of their teeth, so they were like missing teeth and everything. I know that How I Met Your Mother did this at one point with Robin, but it was just so. It was wild. It was wild stuff. I don't know where I was going with this, but that's what I think of when I think of women's hockey. And you guys, good for you. I hope you crush it.
I'm here for it. Well, hey y'all, thank y'all so much for listening to this week's episode.
Oh,
I didn't think that was a bad transition. What was that?
No, I don't know. I'm losing it today.
Well, let's end this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you like more from us, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Garlic Boys, as well as check us out on Facebook and become a fan of our page. You can support us financially on Patreon for as low as $3 a month, but if you'd like to get some extra special exclusive content from us, including the behind-the-scenes bonus show for our TGB One Shots, as well as some new monthly bonus shows that might be coming towards you soon, you can head on over there for $10 a month and support us. We'd also like for you to check out our Redbubble store, see some of the merch options that we have designed ourselves, and go over there and financially support us by buying some merch. And you can also head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys to watch full video versions of the podcasts. Links for all of those are in the description of the episode you're listening to, so you can check them out by clicking there. Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
Yeah, tell me if you hear this. Hold on. No. No.
No.
You didn't hear that? Oh, okay. St. Patrick's mom, Conchessa. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. That's kind of how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Patrick's mom, Conchessa. That's her name. Don't wear it out. Do you have a supplementary mom report?
I do.
What was with the Garfield? If you don't mind me asking, just was it a random background or was there a purpose?
I was just around the background.
Okay, all right. Just clarify. I didn't know if I missed something.
I couldn't figure out like a calories thing, and I didn't.
Lasagna. He eats lasagna almost nonstop. So there you go. That's all about food, calories, all that jazz.
So what this photo actually is the meme that says propaganda. More like I want to take a propaganda at them tits. So that's why it's not lasagna.
Oh Lord. Hey Connor, do you have a supplementary mom report?
Yeah, and it feels really unfortunate to do it right now. My supplementary mom report is a mom I met while I was in Ireland. It was one of the friends I made there. It's his mom. I got to meet her and his dad. Super nice people. It's Rita. Shout out to Rita. I'm not going to dox you by saying your last name.
That's fine. Just rub it in that you got to go to Ireland and you went without me. Fine.
Do you want to know the fun thing that I was trying to get you to say earlier? The part of Ireland I went to is called Downpatrick, because that's where St. Patrick landed when he came to Ireland.
Wow, that's a really original name there. That they had no really thing to base off of when they came up with it. It's good stuff. Good.
All right, I'm going to take that as your final thought for this week.
Please.
Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. And as always, remember to stay garlicky. You're just mad I got real clovers and you've never even seen the coastline of the motherland.
Hurts, man. It hurts.